What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to ICNV Drivers Edition. Today, I'm going to get into a quick conversation about a topic or a question that's been brought to me over and over again, especially a lot this car season. So sit back, stay tuned, and let's get into what's really going on with Zeus and the look of my car. We'll get more in depth about the actual topic right after this. It's a hot conversation coming up as of lately, and I know I'm about to get criticized for the information I'm about to drop, but here we go anyway. So I've been doing a lot of videos lately. I've been using some old video footage of my car, technically not really old, but from last season. And the question, and I have a video coming addressing this if it hasn't already been re-released. But the question has been, what filter do I use? Because I'm always trying to help people out, especially new up-and-coming YouTubers. There are a lot of you guys out there. I appreciate your support. It's fun meeting you in person. I love the conversations we have, and I support. So keep supporting the channel. I'm going to support you. The more we run into each other, I even give you some exposure on my channel. It is what it is. But back to this topic is, they asked me what filter I be using to make my car pop so hard. And I'll be honest with you, a lot of people are going to be surprised. It's not a filter. What actually has taken place is this car season has not been a normal car season for me. I will drop a video and we can talk about this in another video, but I'll just say this to you guys. It has not been a normal car season for me because I am kind of torn about my ownership of the C8 and my future with the channel. I've mentioned this in several other videos, but it's really gotten real within the past 6 months. I even had a video I made of my 20 months of ownership, which who makes a video about 20 months of ownership? And I'll tell you why I did it in another video. But I have a video about my 20 months of ownership, and ultimately, I've been thinking about moving to C8. What makes it hard for me to let go of the C8 is Zeus Bronze Nation, and those that don't know, you'll never know. But it is truly a rare car, a rare color that was only like 1,058 or 48 made, I think 1,057. Out that 1,057 made, I can confirm to you to this day, at least 12 of them have been totaled. So there are 12 less cars out there. Then once you get past all of that, and I've said it in other videos, Zeus is actually a rare vehicle because the color combination, the spec, the convertible top alone, just so you understand, there was only 100 convertibles made in Zeus Bronze for the year 2020. And they did not reach 100 convertibles in 2021. So if I'm not mistaken, I think it's like 173 or somewhere around that range of actual convertible Zeus Bronze Corvettes out there. So for that factor alone, it is a rare car. When you throw in the color combination, it's a rare car. So I know there are other rare Zeus Bronze color combinations out there because they are bold statements. And what I mean by bold statements, I could understand red interior. I could understand black and red interior. But I cannot understand, or let me say this, I'm not going to discredit anybody's build, but getting a Moreno red dipped interior is a bold statement. Getting a, I'm trying to think. A sky cool gray interior is a bold statement. So some of those cars, and I know you're like, what? Yes, there is a Zeus bronze Corvette with sky cool gray interior out there. I've seen it in person. There is a Zeus bronze Corvette with all Moreno red dripped interior out there. I've seen it in person. So when you look at those cars, they are 100% rare because most people would not go that far against the grain with a build. So they are truly probably one of one, if not one of two. And like I said, so my car is not that rare, and I know there's some Zeus bronze Corvettes out there that are a little bit rare, but in the overall grand scheme of things, I think my car is a tasteful, rare build, and maybe not today. And I'll say that again, maybe not today, but down the line, it will hold some value. It will be worth something. And I sit back daily fighting with that struggle. Do I keep it or do I move it? Because honestly, I've never kept a car past 3 years. And because of the rareness of it, and I see that because I've actually had people reach out, and not saying you guys, I'm talking about dealerships and collectors, reach out asking to buy the car from me and willing to pay a little money that would make me say I should move it because it's more than what I'm getting offered from a dealership, and I think they know this, but they plan on sitting on the car. I don't want to live with regrets because I had a Laguna Blue Corvette C8, and when I got rid of it, 2 years later, I hated I moved the car because I would have paid the car off, and in the next 29 months of ownership, I could have had that car, had 2 Corvettes on the channel. I think about I had 2 Corvettes on the channel, I might do things a lot differently. Or it might have made me say, let's go ahead and grab a R8 or grab a Porsche or something of that nature. I mean, I really wanted the C8 because of the look, but maybe I would have moved that blue Corvette now on something else. But we can't talk about what else. But all I'm sitting there saying is I do regret moving that car, especially for the amount of money I had left to pay on it and how quick I could have paid it off. I think this is the perfect time to take a quick break and ask you guys to hit that like button. Go ahead and hit that like button if you like the content you've seen so far. And join the ICNV Drive Edition community. Subscribe to the channel. Continue to help us grow, but also by joining the community, it's an interactive community. So if you leave a comment below, I will gladly respond. And if there's something you would like to talk about, hit me up on one of my social media platforms. I'll gladly get back to you with an answer. And possibly I'll make a video about the topic and drop it amongst the other videos and content that we have coming your way. So join the ICNV Drive Edition community. But for now, let's get back to this video. So I don't want to make that mistake with this one. So I've been trying to put a lot of thought into what else can I do to it to not so much take away from the rareness of the car and not be overkill, but at the same point in time, what else can I do to it to maintain my interest in it? Because I am really ready to get something else. And when you don't want to do stuff, that's when opportunities always come your way. I've been presented with opportunities to get my hand on an Audi R8 V10, both a 2014 and a 2018, for well under market value with and so I go back and forth with that. But that's a whole nother conversation. I'm sorry I got sidetracked, but you know how I do. But the point of me drifting off in the first place was this car season has been different for me. And what I mean by different is I really haven't stuck to my normal routine. And my normal routine is I get Zeus hand car washes. Zeus did not get a hand car wash this season because he needed tires. And I didn't really want to drive out. I went to a couple events. I took it, I'll be honest with you, I chanced it with wires showing on the tires just because I said I would show up and they were close to the house. So I did go to a couple car events. I did not get Zeus's typical hand car wash. What I did was I took it to the little spray outside machine, power washed it myself, which I'll be honest with you, at a high power wash in the neighborhood I was in, I wasn't gonna stay there and be meticulous about washing Zeus. But that was the first and only car wash Zeus has had in 2023. So when people come out and see him in person, they feel like this is not the same car I'm seeing in videos, that I'm using filters to make my car look better than what it actually does. And no, it's not. What I normally do every car season, so you understand, is typically before the season starts, somewhere in March or April, I usually take Zeus in for a hand car wash. And once he gets hand car washed, I then usually either give him a Meguiar's wax or a turtle wax of my car, which typically makes the shine pop more. And if you want to know what I use, I'll drop it in the comments below, a link to where you can purchase the wax and use on your car if you have any desire to. And like I said, if you choose to click on the link and make a purchase, because it is off Amazon, I do get a little kickback from that, and I appreciate you for supporting the channel. But I typically put a wax on Zeus at the beginning of the car season. I usually do it again somewhere in the middle, typically around July, August, like within those last 2 weeks of July and first week of August. I typically give him another wax. And then usually in October, before the weather still starts to get a little, you know, bad, for a nice way of putting it, I usually give him another wax. And so, and then I reduce the driving of him in November, but I still drive in November, December, January. Like I said, if the roads are clear and the temperatures are around 30 degrees or higher, I don't even go as low as said, the temperatures are like 20 degrees or higher, I'll break Zeus out and give him a quick run. And like I said before, that's why I do not winterize Zeus, and that's a whole other conversation. I even got a video on that, and you can go look that up, but that's what I usually do. So right now, when you're seeing Zeus, just know, and I hate to say it, Zeus has not had a car wash, and today is like June 12th. Zeus hasn't had a car wash since March. So when you see him in person, you're really seeing a dirty car, or a car I just typically wipe down, and that's it. All I did was wipe it down, spray a little water on it, take a soft cloth towel, and wipe them off. Nothing more, nothing less, no soap, no cleaning, no nothing. I just show up at car shows or events you've seen me at lately. I'll take a quick towel, and then I'll spray them sporadically, wipe them off, and that's it. So you might not get the pop right now that you used to see with Zeus, because he has not had his normal wax job. But that's all I got for this video. We'll catch up in another one. ICNV Drive Session. Go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the ICNV Drive Session community. Like I said before, this is an interactive channel or interactive community, so if you drop me a comment on any one of my social media sites, I'll gladly respond. And at the same point in time, I will possibly make a video about it, but either way, I will definitely respond to your comments. So, as always, until the next upload, stay safe, stay blessed, and I will see you in these streets. Peace.